Hi there and welcome to this month's market update. Just before we get into things this month, I just want to say our last video that we put out got lots of views and we're so grateful to everyone that takes the time to watch them. We do these videos every month and if you'd like to be notified whenever we put them out in the future, why not hit that subscribe button. So what's going on in the market right now? Well, I can tell you that May was an exceptionally busy month for us here. In fact, it was a record-breaking month. We've never listed or sold as many houses in a month than we did in May. But just so we're not seen to be blowing our own trumpet, because no one likes a bragger, I can see through the access to whole of market data that we have here that it was busy right across the region. In fact, more houses were sold in May than any other month so far this year, and sales are up 15% on last year now. And with this increase in demand, what we're now starting to see in the data is the average price of properties sold is $233,000. Compare that to 12 months ago when it was $219,000. So that's about 6% higher than last year. But does that mean prices are 6% higher everywhere? Well, not quite, and I'll explain why. Yes, I definitely think that the majority of properties have seen some price growth over the last 12 months, but I'd be very wary of averages. Each street is its own market, and you might have a situation where you've got a very popular street where prices might have grown by 10% over the last 12 months, but then you might have another street where you've had little, if any, price growth, but when you average it out over the whole region, you then can get an average that has very little, if any, bearing on your particular location. And just to really try and emphasize this point really, Zoopla in their latest monthly market update, they say that annual UK house price inflation stood at minus 0.1%. But if we put a chart on screen now from Zoopla, what you can see is the actual broad variation in house price inflation right across the country. And that minus 0.1%, well, it's certainly not true if you're in somewhere like Ipswich or even Burnley at the other end of the scale. In fact, it's only true if you happen to live in York. Now on to the burning topic out there right now, of course, a general election has been called for the 4th of July. We've known it's been coming, it's finally been called. How might this affect the property market? Well, we've certainly found in the past with elections that it's tended to cause a bit of a slowdown. Activity levels tend to decrease in the run-up to the election. We'll have to see how June pans out, of course, but what about the actual election result itself? How might that impact the property market? Well, I can only give you our opinion, of course, but it does seem clear to most people that we're probably in for a big change, a big swing, very likely a new government for this country. What probably wouldn't be helpful for the property market is if we had something like a hung parliament or a coalition government or something like that. But I think as long as we get a clear, decisive result, then I really don't see any reason why we won't see a continuation of the trends we've seen so far in 2024, which is a really good level of demand and perhaps even a bit more price growth as well. Will I be right? You'll have to keep watching these videos to find out. If you're interested in talking to us about how we can help you move in 2024, then we're here 8 to 7 days a week. Thanks for watching.